Good evening, everyone. All right, happy Thursday. Regular season's all done. So we are just about to head into playoffs. So if you're watching tonight, tonight is the bracket reveal that we usually do. Just so that way we can see what the top 16 are going into playoffs. Going to look at matchups. And ultimately, yeah, if you lose one, your season's done. You got to win the next two rounds in order to punch your ticket to Fox Valley Lutheran High School on May 18th for the State Championship LAN. So, just a couple of quick things here. So we'll swap over here. Um, First thing I'm going to go over just so that everything is clear here. Um, Section 8 of the rules document that is on the website. It's also linked on League Spot. If you go up under the hamburger menu, there's the rules and regulation document. Underneath here, Section 8 is going to be the big one. This is where you're going to be able to go ahead and, read. So here we talk about different tiebreakers. Smash, Valorant, and Rocket League are a little bit different than the MOBAs of Smite and League of Legends. So just again, understand the difference between some of these games and the tiebreakers. I won't fully commit to the playoff brackets in case that there is a mistake that I have made. In the past, you've probably received a ping from me just because there sometimes is a mistake. I make a mistake as we're going through this live. I try to do a little bit of prep work, but I'm human and I make mistakes sometimes. So, but they should be live by Friday or Saturday morning at the very latest. So, but yeah, so again, take a quick look at this. If we go down here and we go down to Valorant and League, I suppose. So League, there shouldn't be any difference as far as how the postseason is played. The first two rounds are going to be best of one. Higher seed gets to pick which side. Going into Valorant, though, same thing. The first two rounds will be right here. So only maps currently available in the competitive rotation are eligible for playoffs. Higher seed is responsible for making the game lobby. Lower seed gets to ban two maps. So of the remaining legal competitive maps, the higher seed gets to pick the map and side selection of those maps. So again, lower seed gets to ban two, higher seed gets to pick the map and whether that they want to attack or defend first. So please make sure that you're aware of that. When we get to LAN, both games become a best of three format. Specifically, I'm going to highlight Valorant here. Again, championship and semifinals will be best of three. Map selection, and let me double check that these are the eligible maps. I believe that there is one that is out of rotation. So keep an eye on those. If you don't know what maps are in rotation, I just Google Valorant competitive map rotation. And that usually gives me what is currently in play. So I do know that they add and remove them once in a while. So just make sure that you're up to date with that. So this outlines the format. Use this document. It is to your advantage. If you go out onto the main website as well, again, just real quick before we get into the brackets, if you go into the titles under the spring season, you'll find a playoff and state information. Here you'll see the address for Fox Valley Lutheran High School. You'll see what time the doors open. That doesn't mean that you need to get there at 8 a.m. for state, but the first games will start at 9. So you can kind of start to see here what the format will look like. There will be third place games as well. I will get what stream destination that these will be on a little bit closer to the actual day of the event. So we'll have for sure the main channel that you're watching right now. Then we'll likely have the WIHSCA2 channel going, and I'm hoping Fox Valley Lutheran will let us use theirs. I'm sure they won't have a problem with that. So, but food truck will be on site. So we'll get a map of the school and where parking is available on here as well. If your school needs a hotel block, let me know. I'll work with Fox Valley in order to find a nearby hotel that we could then leverage for room rates and stuff like that. So cool. If you have questions, as usual, ping me in Discord or send me an email. You know how responsive I can be. So let's get to brackets then, shall we? So real quick here before we jump into it, again, just want to show you, if you click on the bracket that's here, it is as so. So C1 is Conference 1. So within each division that there are 2 conferences. So we're going to go Conference 1, Conference 2, Conference 1, Conference 2. So if you see that you're the 3 seed, that just means that you're the number 2 seed from your conference. So it's going to go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 if you're in one conference by seed. And then on the other side, it'll be the evens of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 1 will play 16, 2 will play 15, etc., etc. So that's how this works. So top 8 from each conference is going to get seeded into this situation. So you shouldn't play anybody that was in your conference for the first match. You may in the second one though. All right, so let's get started. We'll jump to League of Legends to start here. So on League Spot here, if we just go in, we can go ahead and we can add our participants, and those that did not qualify. New Richmond, East Troy, Augusta, Whitewater, Port Washington, Lancaster, Bayport, Baraboo, Waukesha West, Appleton East, all right, so that leaves us with 16 participants. So in order, as far as this goes, the 16 seed is going to go ahead and be Wausau West. They're coming in at 3 and 4. Coming in at 15 is going to be Middleton. At 14 is going to be Edgewood. At 13 is going to be Kimberly. And at 12 is going to be Appleton West. At number 11 is going to be Lomira. At 10 is actually going to be Mount Horeb. At number 9 is going to be Sheboygan North. At number 8 is going to be the Hmong American Peace Academy. At 7 is going to be Chippewa Falls. At 6 is going to be Elkhorn. At number 5 is going to be Wisconsin Lutheran. At number 4 is actually going to be Sun Prairie. At number 3 is going to be Racine Case. And then it's going to be Fox Valley with the 1 seed, Sheboygan South with the 2 seed. And again, this is seeds by conference. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the odds are from one conference, the evens are from another. So we'll go ahead and we'll save that. Again, before I click start playoffs, I will just wait a little bit and confirm that those are all correct. So that is going to be League of Legends playoff bracket 1 through 16. Remember, first 2 rounds are best of 1. And then the semifinals and finals that will be played at LAN will be best of 3s. Actually, here, I think I can start playoffs and it won't break it. Oh, see, this is why. I saved order, and then it jumbles them back up for me. So, all right, so Fox Valley's up top. Case is 3. Sun Prairie 4. Wisconsin Lutheran. It's going to be 5. Elkhorn. Chippewa Falls. Hmong Peace Academy. North. Mount Horeb. Lomira. Appleton West. Kimberly. Edgewood, Middleton, Wausau. Okay. All right, so there should be your playoff bracket there for League of Legends. All right. When we do Valorant, I'm just going to save order, and then we'll do them in order that way too. So, again, double check me. Make sure that mine is correct. I believe so. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. Do it live. All right, so we'll jump down to, let's do Division 1 Valorant next. How's that? All right, so we're going to edit our participants. Let's add them all. Those that did not qualify from Division 1 are going to be Arrowhead, Lomira, Wausau West, Chippewa Falls, Kimberly, and West De Pere. If we remove them, that should remain with 16, and it does. So let's save our participant order. All right, so to start playoffs here, with the, let's do bottom up here, huh? So the 16 seed for Division 1 here, so the 8th seed in the Conference 1 is going to be Appleton North. With the 15 seed is going to be Cedarburg. 14 seed is going to be Middleton. The 13 seed is going to be Case. We'll see if Case has the ability to do what they did in Rocket League, where they were the 12 seed and they made it all the way to state. So, with the 12th seed is going to be the Greenfield Ehawks. With the 11th seed is going to go ahead and be Watertown. The 10th seed is going to be Bayport. The 9th seed is going to go ahead and be my neighbors over here, Waukesha South. With the 8th seed is going to be Green Bay Preble. With the 7th seed is going to be Racine Horlick. With the 6th seed, it's going to be Sheboygan North. With the 5 seed, first timers, is going to be Brookfield Central, the Horsepower Varsity Lancers. And in the 4th seed is going to be New Richmond. No, sorry. 4th seed is Oak Creek. In the 3rd seed, though, is going to be New Richmond. And your number 1 and number 2, both undefeated, is going to be Waukesha West and Wanakee coming in at 1 and 2. Keep an eye on both of these teams. If I'm not mistaken, it was like single maps, like 1 or 2 maps all season. So definitely keep an eye on Division 1. I will say, when it comes to Valorant, just like Rocket League, the cross conference, sometimes you can have a very stacked conference, and with only 7 games, you may be surprised at some of the upsets that we could have. Not saying that we're going to have them, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying, but I'm saying. So, all right, so Division 1, locked in. So again, these games will be Tuesday of next week. League of Legends will start on Wednesday, and I'll do the date on here for you after I'm done with the stream today. So again, here is your bracket. Win 2 rounds, and you go to Appleton on May 18th to play at LAN. So, all right, Division 2. All right, Division 2 Valorant. Let's edit our participants here. Those that did not qualify for playoffs are going to be Grafton is 1. Monroe is another. I don't see Wisconsin Lutheran. Boston did not qualify. New London High School did not qualify. And Mount Horeb did not qualify. Is this random, or do I know off the top of my head? I wish I was that smart. I got a cheat sheet on my second monitor, so. All right, let's double check here that leaves us with 16. It does. If Andrew were here doing the Valorant seeding, I bet you he would have it all memorized. He's just like that, though. He's built different. All right, so going into seedings here with number 16 is going to be Union Grove. Coming at 15 is going to be Baraboo. And 14th is going to be Whitewater. And 13th is going to be St. Croix Central. And 12th seed is going to be Jefferson. The 11th seed is going to be Edgewood. The 10th seed is going to be the Owls of Slinger. The 9th seed is going to be Wilmot. The 8th seed is already there, Port Washington. The 7th seed is going to be Reedsburg. The 6th seed is going to be Shawano. The 5th seed is already in place. That's going to be Freedom. The 4th seed is going to be New Berlin Eisenhower. The 3rd seed is going to be Seymour. 2 seeds going to be Fox Valley Lutheran, and number 1 is going to be Park. Dr. Pyramid, to your question, it is the top 8 from each conference within a division. That'll go into a playoff bracket, so that's what I'm working on right here from each division. The winner of each division will play off in what we call the gauntlet. So Division 3 champs will play the Division 2 champs. Winner of that game will play the Division 1 champs to see who our overall best Valorant team is in the state. So this would be another division that I would tell you to keep a very close eye on. Park is returning. Seymour is returning. I can't remember where Fox Valley Lutheran came in. But they have 1 and 2 games average dropped. So I don't know what you mean by what all is in state finals. If you go to the website wihsca.org, go to titles, go to the spring one, and under the spring one, you'll see the state championship information. Not Gabe. You can ask Mr. Nolte who put this together. But you are the 1 seed in your conference. And again, so Park is just in conference 1, you're in conference 2. So you're both 1 seeds coming out of your conference. So you're on opposite sides of the bracket. So the only time that you would have to worry about playing Park would be in the finals. Ugh, I screwed up. Just did all that hard work. Why didn't you stop me, chat? You just let me go, and now I screwed up, and now I got to do this all over again. Yes, League of Legends only has 1 division. Park, Fox Valley, Seymour, New Berlin, Freedom, Shawano, Reedsburg, Port Washington, Wilmot, Slinger, Edgewood, Jefferson, St. Croix Central, Whitewater, Baraboo. Valorant is 3 divisions. There's about 20 to 22 teams per division in Valorant. Valorant is down a little bit from last year. League actually grew just a little bit. We were actually considering removing League because of didn't think it was going to grow. So, and then it grew. So I guess we'll see. All right, so to make sure that I don't make the same mistakes here, Division 2 bracket. So this one, it's live on League Spot. So again, I'll change the dates here in just a minute. All right, and Division 3. Whoa, 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 Game Boy. As somebody that's been playing League for almost 8 years now, it's still my favorite game. All right. So, Division 3 time now. So let's take a look here at who did not qualify. So, not qualifying for playoffs. Number 1 is going to be Webster. Number 2 is going to be, let's see here, Blackhawk and Lancaster. Tomahawk did not qualify. Varsity Valorant Cyber. So Cyber School did not qualify. Phillips did not qualify. And Rib Lake did not qualify. So let's remove them and ensure that we got 16. We do have 16 left. So let's do the fun part here. Let's start our playoffs here, and in order. Again, we'll go from the bottom on up. First up, coming in at the 16 seed is going to be Bigfoot. At 15 is going to be the Real School of Racine. At 14 is going to be Williams Bay. I believe last year's runner-up for Division 3. With the 13th seed is going to be Bonduel. With the 12th seed is Mr. Itzon's squad and the Random Lake Rams. With the 11th seed, it's going to be already right there in place, FHS Varsity Valorant. With the 10th seed is going to be Valders. The 9th seeded team is also one of my neighbors, the St. John's Military Academy. In 8th place is going to be Durand, Arkansas. 7th place is going to be our big Overwatch 2 winners coming to try their hand at Valorant in Two Rivers. The 6th seed here coming in is going to be the Varsity Hornets, already in place. The 5th seed here is going to be Brookfield Academy. The 4th seed is actually going to be Beloit Turner. And then you got the Wolves in 3rd. And you actually have Walden and the Hmong American Peace Academy with the number 1 seed as well in Valorant. So really awesome to see HAPA. This is their first season competing. Not only did they get the 1 seed in Division 3, but their JV teams were first place in both conferences of JV, and then their league team finished top 4 in their conference. So all of a sudden, making big waves on the scene. So, all right, so this should be in order. That means, again, Tuesday, round 1, Varsity Valorant. If you don't remember what I was saying earlier or you tuned in late, go to the rules document found on the website, found on LeagueSpot. Go down to your game. Specifically, I'm going to go ahead and, again, show Valorant. Go down to where it says playoffs. All right. Round 1 and round 2 are one game only. Only maps currently available in competitive rotation are allowed to be chosen. Higher seed makes the lobby. Lower seed bans 2 maps. Higher seed then gets to pick the map and the remaining side. Dr. Pyramid, I talked about this earlier. I do need to go back through, and when I made the rules, there's a different competitive eligible map pool. I will update this as soon as this is done. Okay. When you get to semifinals and championship, sure, if you want to type them in chat, go for it. Everything is best of 3. So League of Legends and Valorant will be best of 3 for finals. Okay. All right. Haven is out. Icebox is in. The dog be telling the Amazon guy that he is not happy with him being here. So, sorry. He's doing his job. So yeah, so please make sure that you're looking at this document so that you're aware. Matches again are Tuesday for Valorant, Wednesday for League. I will go through on LeagueSpot and I will assign the days. At State, there's a third place game as well, so you do get two games. Instead of just being one and done, there will be third place games as well. Again, on the website. All right, titles, spring season, playoff and state information. This is where you can find the schedule. Again, just to reiterate, some of you, Clove is banned for the entire season, including postseason. The common question that I'll get from many of you is, Dolly, my game doesn't start until 1 o'clock. Do I need to be there at 8? No. I tell you to be there about an hour before your scheduled start time. The other caveat that I will give you is most LANs do not run on time. Okay? If you're bringing your own peripherals to State, know if you need special drivers, know how your headphones work. Go plug them into a different computer so you can figure out how the audio works. Double check that stuff before you get there. One of the biggest time wasters is that you don't know your logins, you can't get into your Discord account, or your headphones don't work in general, right? Those are the big things that add 20 to 30-minute delays in the schedule. So the best thing that you can do is know your equipment, okay? We will have colleges there with recruitment tables. We got 4 so far confirmed. I'm working on figuring out a few more. There is a food truck that'll be available. If you lose your third place game, yeah, you can leave. So if you lose your third place game, you can go ahead and skedaddle if you wish. But again, you'll have your quarterfinal game. Winner advances. Loser, you're going to play your third place game against whoever loses the other semifinal game. So you do get 2 best of 3 matches at LAN. So, yeah. Again, if you have questions, reach out to me in Discord. Game Boy, that's a question that I can ask Mr. Nolte. We will try to allow you to have at least a few minutes to set up, get your warm ups, make sure that your settings are all good, that you can get into the aim practice. Some students will choose to bring their own laptops, but I can't tell you that there's going to be enough electrical outlets. I can't tell you that there's going to be enough tables for extra setups and stuff like that. I can't speak. I've only been to Fox Valley High School once, so I will ask Mr. Nolte what the specs of all of the PCs are, but everybody will have uniform setups. So your PC that you're playing on or your schools will be identical to the opponent PCs. So we're not going to have one school on like 4,000 series graphics cards and you're playing on 980 GTXs, right? Like if you're playing on 2060s, your opponent is playing on 2060s. I do not recommend that you bring your own PCs. I do not recommend that. Again, I do not recommend. You can bring your own peripherals. So your keyboard, your mouse, your headphones. Those you can bring. Okay. I'm going to leave you with that. If there's questions, feel free to ask them in Discord. You can email me. You can tweet me, whatever that you need to do, but I will answer your questions. So, all right. So that's going to be it. Good luck. Good luck. Hopefully, see some of you in about a month. And even if you don't qualify for state, come on up. Cheer for people. Talk to colleges. It's always a good time. So, all right. Toodles, y'all.